Hey everybody, hope you're all doing well. Kind of forgot last time to say this, but requirements in a real job they always change. That's why the requirements in this one changed. And the other thing I kind of forgot is I was given just like a simple task, and I made up the requirements on my head, or in my head, and they came out to be wrong. And that's like the biggest problem here. But the thing is, we designed this in a way that we actually, if I show you, like initially it was like atomic, so you can have like recursivity and all that random BS, which kind of helped me when I got the actual real requirements today or yesterday technically, and that we only needed like some blocks. We don't need like block inside block and all the complexities that come with it. And yeah, that's why when we made the the generalized entity framework thingies or the entity models, they they were like what we did. So yeah, it's kind of interesting because that's why you always create things in a generalized way, because you don't know, requirements might change and you might need to redo the whole thing if you focus like only on that specific thing. But if you have something that's generalized, you can change it however you want, just like in the last episode when we did like the changing here and we created our seeder, etc., etc. So yeah, as they say, the only thing that is stable is instability, which kind of sounds like an oxymoron. I mean, it might as well be, but I don't know. I'm not a philosopher, except I'm doing like a PhD, which probably includes some philosophy, but I'm not that big brain to do that. I mean, I'm big brain to do that, but not big brain to say big brain stuff. You know what I mean? To be honest, I'm a little bit late on delivering this feature, so I'm just gonna speed run the whole thing. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say what I'm thinking throughout the way, but okay, so far what I've did, okay, let me take you with me with the cool animation. Super cool. So in the page builder, so I added like a button in here, basic plus button. And for each block we add, I'm gonna add, first of all, we're just gonna see how it renders and everything. And then we're gonna add the edit thingies after that. I, th- well, I haven't thought how I'm gonna add them, but I'll probably add just like a button like under the things. Let me show you probably in the design or in the conception. So instead of this, it's probably gonna be something like this. Okay, let me remove these lines because I don't need them right now. Something like this with two buttons down there, and probably another extra button in green, which will, okay, so its job is to create like an element in between them, and probably two other buttons here, which is gonna be probably neutral. I don't know, like white or something. Black stroke. One is gonna be, okay, no. One is gonna be for moving the element up, and one is going to be for moving the element down. That's how we're gonna change the order. Let me get these things up, and now we're gonna get started to work seriously. Okay, so for the other changes I did, hopefully I don't forget any. So builder component, nothing changed. Except, yeah, I turned the ID into string. Just for the seeder, I think you saw that in the last video. Yeah, the biggest change is the building block. I added the render code in the building block. I kind of wanted to make it like an extension, but I couldn't, so that it can be used both by the entity and the DTO. But sadly, we only can use it by the entity. And for the DTO, it has its own, to be honest. Okay, not this one, not this one, not this one. This one. It has its own, so it's not like a real big problem. Yeah. What else did we miss? Yeah, so I removed them from the render, and I'm calling the method itself directly. So this was made like super small, which is kind of cool because if I need to modify anything, it's gonna be easy right now. Page content, well, nothing changed, I think. Yeah, except for the IDs, because I used string, now I have to modify some things. Components, of course, the same last time we did this. Yeah, link page extensions, what did I modify here? Yeah, I added like the seed. Yeah, this was all like this. Basically, it was a recap. We already wasted like 5 minutes of your time, so let's go to the block builder and let's get started with the real thing. So what I'm gonna do is okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do private task uh, add component. We're gonna just test things out, you know. I just want to see how it will go if I add like a component, you know. So return task that completed, which should okay task. Okay, I complete task. So in the blocks, add new one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna first component. Yeah, we're just gonna add the first component that comes to mind. Not that comes in. It comes in the. So you go components. Yeah, first or default, I guess. So if it's null, we just return. I'm used to it like writing the rest of the code, but it's not doing it. Task. Well, yeah, let's do this, I guess. We add. So the ID. Why is it like going to the left? I think I have to restart my Visual Studio. I'm not gonna do that right now. Okay. New grid. Attribute values. Keep it empty. Components. Yeah, components we go first comp. Order. Okay, it's the first one, so I'm gonna give it 0. Or no, let's do this. So blocks count. Yeah, blocks at count. Sub content, we're gonna go with an empty array. And for content, this is where we're gonna do the actual magic, if I say so myself. Variables, or yeah, the content as well. Select. So what we're gonna do is okay. So this one is a dictionary, so we need to return it's an enumerable to dictionary. I don't know how to do it. No, actually I kinda know, but I don't wanna. This is probably for selecting the key, I think. Variable. Then no, I don't want this. Okay, I'm gonna do it outside, I guess. So, var content, new dictionary, string, string. And then we're gonna do, so for each, var in first comp dot variables or content. So content dot add. So first of all is the key, so we go var dot variable, and the value we're gonna go var variable as well. Just don't have like anything big brained in here. And then we're gonna go for okay, yeah, I forgot. var block, and then we add the block. Yep. Block DTO, block this content equals content. Should probably do it. Yeah, this should do it, I guess. Well, now we're gonna launch the thing. Okay, let me check on my AI thingy while it's dying. Let's reload it. I'm gonna take you with me to the other screen. There we go. Yeah, we didn't add the click in the click thing. Okay, let's go back and we add it. So on click, we're gonna do add components. Yeah, let's do this. Let's rebuild it. Build the whole project, I guess, as well. Might as well do it. Let's restart. Is the real test? It works. It works. It does work. Man, goated. I'm goated. Joking, joking. Okay, I know the problem here is like the dark CSS. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back to our the other thing. I'm gonna go dark. Okay, not entire sources. It's this current document, and is there no dark things in here, or am I just like blind? Or is the thing itself was supposed to be like dark background? I think I kind of missed the. I missed the plot. Yeah, I did miss the plot. Let's go. Let me just add the background directly here. Let's restart it and see how it goes. Let's see. Super confused. Oh no, I'm not confused anymore. There we go. There we go. Still super confused. Like, why is it? Okay, why did I open like Obsidian at this point? It should detect it. It should. I'm not certain why it's not detecting it. Yeah, like you can see if I reload the thing, it kind of works, but yeah, it still looks weird. So what we're gonna do? Okay, so now we are sure that it works. What we're gonna do is, yeah, we basically, what are we gonna do? Yeah, we're gonna create like light versions or light mode versions of all of these, or at least a lot of them. Well, I'm not going to. I mean, of course, I have AI tools that are gonna do I'm just gonna give them like create three of these, etc. And then we're gonna create them as HTML in the folder. Let me show you in this folder that we made for components, and we're gonna have like a light mode thing for everything. Yeah, and then the next thing, which is the most important part of this video, is the form. So the form is the thing that we're gonna focus on a lot. And yeah, I'm gonna be back after I add like a lot of these hero sections, or a lot of sections that are white mode actually, and not just like these weird things. And yeah, I'm gonna see how it goes. Okay, now that I see it, I think we might as well use fluid parser, like in both, like in all the places. Like probably, let me show you. A building block like here, probably use the parser as well. Yeah, I'm gonna give this job to the AI. I'm gonna tell it to replace the space by fluid parser, and then we're gonna go and make the templates with the fluid parser in mind. Because there's like a lot of places where I want to add like if and else statements, but because this is like a manual parser, I can't do it. Like it's kind of difficult to do it. But yeah, I'm gonna see how it goes. Let's give it to the AI, and I'm gonna be back to creating the templates. Because the initial version it gave me was with ifs and else, but I thought about it and it's like, should we? I don't know. I'm not sure about this. But yeah, we're gonna do that. Still, like the variables parser would still be like, but yeah, it's kind of confusing. If I use like the parser in here, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it because I don't want the if and else statements to be detected by the variable or the component parser, but I still want to have the ability to use fluid. I'm really I'm really not sure about this. Having to think about this a lot. But you know what? Let's think about it after I create the forms and stuff. Maybe I don't know. But you know what? Let's see what the AI does, and I'm gonna tell him that here is the problem, here's the problem, here's the problem, and we're gonna see what the AI does basically. Yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. I guess. I want to get some water, and I kind of forgot where I was. Okay, let's go back to Visual Studio and see what the AI implemented. Hopefully, it doesn't destroy everything I do. Okay, so the first thing it did is added the fluid parser or fluid core here, which I think I might as well change because I don't think it's the latest version in here. Let's go. Let's see how it goes. Eat some bread. Gives me energy. Energy very good. Fluid core. Seems fine. Let me check if there is any other fluid thingies here. I think there is the main fluid nougat package. But yeah, we're gonna see what we have here. Yeah, there is this one, but this one is not the official one. No. Yeah, it's fluid core. I think it's fluid core. Okay, let's see what else it did. Okay, so fluid template helper. It created a helper classes, static ones, so parser. Okay, so template, you give it the model, renders a fluid, it provide, okay, I see. Render templates, of course. Extract variables. Mhm. Hmm. I think the if statements are, yeah, the ones with this. They don't have the double thingy. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of forgot. Yeah, the variables are like straight up obvious in a sense. Okay, we're gonna keep this file. I mean, it's all about the results. I'm gonna see how it goes. And what else? So block DTO, models, block DTO. So block internal. Yeah, I guess. Of course, you know the sub content first. Then okay, you replace each thing. Content is known for each item in this content. Model value, I see. So yeah, they're basically creating the diction. What? This is kind of useless actually. Like, it's creating a new dictionary from dictionary that already exists. Like, why? Okay, we're gonna see. Maybe because it's an object here. Gonna see. Subcontent. Yeah, okay, I see why they did that. They want subcontent. The attributes as well. And then they render it, and then they return it. Super logical. Okay. And you can do this with these methods. Okay. Okay, this is fine. Let me approve of this one. Go to the block as well. So probably the same thing that did. Yeah. Surrender attributes. Now we keep the space. I'm gonna have to check this one again. Subcontent seems logical. Okay, so yeah, seems super logical. Keep this as well. Component manager. Let's see the component manager what it did. Basically, just like reviewing AI code at this point. Okay, I have like 20 tabs open. Let me close all of them because of all the restarting of the project. It's kind of funny. Let me check in this go. Well, I don't know what happened, but it seems like it kind of renders in a sense. Okay, go back. I mean, it didn't see anything. I know. Forgot. To who knows. So the change is this. Extract variables. We're gonna have to try this in a second, just to see if it works. And I know it also added it to the seeders. Let me check. Yeah, so it removed all of that from the seeders and it added it to seeder. Let's go check. So this part basically, yeah. Remove the old code. Component manager. Also we saw it. And then the left part is this one. You're gonna see what it does with this one as well. And we're gonna see how it goes. Now with this, it's good. Now it's good. Now we can go and create templates with if statements in. Because what I want to do is, okay, let me show you basically in the browser. For example, if you go to this component, let's say, Or is this feature section? Let's say I only have like two features. So if I add an if statement before this one, if there is no title, then it doesn't show up as a whole. You can't do it with my style, with the manual parsing, so it's kind of like a complex thing. And with fluid templates, the feature is there, so you don't have to do it myself. I don't have to do it myself, basically. Yeah. Well, very nice. Now, let's take a look again, and let me think about it for a second. So what it did. So what did it do to our builder? So I rendered HTML. This is a good one. This is a good one. I wanted to do this idea where I render the HTML in the code itself, because you can do async here. I always forgot to switch. I always forget to switch. Well, what can I do? Okay, let's see. So it added render blocks, render async, add components. Did it? It left this code as is. Yeah, just changed this one. Super cool. Super cool. What can I say? Now we can create the templates, and we're gonna first check our component manager if it can handle those. Let's go components. Okay, so if I do this, okay, it does detect them still, which is good. If I do this, what will happen? Yeah, it detects it. So it seems to work. Might work probably better than what I do actually. But yeah, now we go to the most important part, which is the form. So basically, it's gonna be the same form for editing and for passive dialogue. I don't want to do it with the import because I need probably some other components as well. And also, I might need SF dialog service. I think it's called, yeah, dialog service. Oh, you're not seeing anything. Anyway, we're gonna finish what we're doing. Page manager, dialogs. Let's copy this. Remove this. Bind visibility. By default, it's false. So width, I'm gonna do the minimum between no 80 VH. No, 95 VH or VW technically. And let's go with 600 pixels. Seems somewhat logical, I would say. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. Is create visible true. I just want to see how it looks. So I'm gonna make sure that it looks kind of fine. Let me take you with me. So it's build. Go back. Pages. I don't know why it looks like this. I don't know why it looks like this. Is there no close button or something? Yeah, there is no close button actually. Let me just check. Let me check the components one, or this one maybe. Yeah, let's check this one. I don't think there's a close button. Yeah, there's no close button. Only the cancel and titles and stuff. So yeah, we're on the right path. We're gonna continue designing this. So is model true? Close button? No. Close and escape? No. Show close icon? Yep, true. Yeah. I think there's header in here, no? There's header, yeah. Hmm. Man, am I getting old? I think I am. Yeah, I am getting old. I forgot to take you with me to like the writing here. Anyway, what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something like this first. Okay. Edit mode. False by default. Boolean. Should be fine now. This one's add component. See how it goes. I'm gonna do the add here. Just for now, for now. Okay, I forgot. Oh wait. Edit mode. False. Seems cool. Seems we're on the right path. So yeah, let's continue doing this. I'm still like thinking about whether to like make the form. Yeah, we're gonna make the form fluid. Why am I thinking? Why am I overthinking? Because obviously, like, you can write whatever you want in an HTML file. It's not like there is validation or anything. You know what I mean? Like, whatever you want, write it. Who cares? So whenever we save the page as well, technically. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna take close create dialog. This is the one. Okay. There's technically no validation, so again, it's this clear validation. Yeah, there is no method like this. And we go edit mode back to false, just in case. And then there is save page as well. We're gonna copy it and it's gonna implement it until. So save page is gonna be at the end of the edit and the update as well, or the add and the update as well. So this will actually save the blocks. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna prepare it from now, I guess. So var await, okay, var save page response equals await, please work page, okay, content service technically. Save or update page content. The page is page ID, and the content is the blocks. Yeah. What? Well, block takes from update. Update should take from create. Yeah, and it should work. Yeah, actually, I think I only need block DTO. Let me go to the implementation and see how it's. Okay, block DTO. Yeah, basically we're gonna map. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine, I guess. Implementation fixed. This and that. Hopefully it doesn't launch another like tab. I have like 50 tabs on my other browser. Yeah, it launched another tab. Please close. Let me check here what's happening. New page. Yeah, yep. Looks fine. Looks very, very good. And the thing is, now we need to do like the dynamic form thing. So, page. Okay, so update if save page res succeeded. I want to add a toast, but that's gonna be okay. So to do toast message, I'm gonna do it with AI because that's like some simple BS. We're gonna have the add. We're gonna have the edit. So let's create the dynamic form because that's like the most important part of this is creating a dynamic form. And what I'm thinking of doing is using the type we select, we're going to create multiple forms. So first of all, we're going to select the component. Okay, dialog is, what is the body? It should be body, no? It should be content, I think, yeah. Okay, so in, I'm not going to do like any complex things. So we're going to do just input, select, and in the input select, we're going to do option. It should be like this. Okay, we'll do bind value. Obviously, we need like an entity here, so we're gonna do block. No, not block here. It's like block DTO for model new, always new. We're gonna handle it later. And we're gonna bind the value to for model.template or component in a sense. Yep, component options. I don't think there's. I don't think we should have no options. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do for each here. It's visible. Just checking if it's visible actually. This might not be visible. Okay, welcome back. I want to get some water again. Because the one I had is nearly finished. Okay, let's continue. What I did, added like an input select for the component. And then if we have a component, we're gonna create our dynamic form thingy here. So um, I'm not sure if I should create as a table or just do like normal things. Well, I'm thinking of doing it as a grid. Yeah, let's do it as a grid. So class, why am I not able to write anything? Grid calls 3. I see where there's an issue. That's HTML, my friend. Div, yep. So we duplicated this one. No, actually this one. Okay, MD call 3. And here MD calls span 2. So we're gonna take 2. This is the input. But to be honest, no, I have an idea. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. I'm gonna do it. So input text. Okay, actually, yeah, I kind of forgot. If variable is image, so we're gonna do nothing if it's an image. If it's not an image, you're gonna like add the form. Okay. So why is it like this? Input text. Actually, you just use simple input because I don't like the Blazor input. Let's go bind for model.content. Please Do I need to do like this? Content, okay, yeah, nice. Variable dot variable. Hopefully this is how it goes. And here we're gonna go variable, not variable. See, I know this will probably break it. That's why I'm gonna change this. So value, okay. And then for value changed, it should be a method. Okay, so value changed, you have to create. So, okay, so private void value changed component value changed. So it's gonna be component DTO, I think. Yep, component. So let's put it there. Component value changed. Please, I can't write when my hands are like this. I don't know why I can't seem to write. Do we need a t value? I think we need a t value. Component DTO. Yeah, of course it does. Of course it does. So for model dot component equals component. Simple as that. But before that, okay, I mean, we can do like a check if component is null, like we return and stuff like that. Just to keep our asses safe, if I say so. And then we're gonna do for model dot content. So you're gonna empty it first, and then for each variable in create a new dictionary, okay, and then for each variable in, okay, no, variable, let's write it correctly, in component dot content, what you can do is, forgot my recording, for model dot content is we're going to create a new item with the key of variable dot variable. And string empty. Okay, so to make it cleaner, let's do this. I don't know, will this work or will this break? That's the question we want to answer. Let's go to our form. Well, I think Gemini did the work. Let's see. Load this page. I mean, if it works to begin with. Do we have it show the dialogue actually? Yeah, we do have it to show the dialogue. Eating more bread while we wait for the page to reload. Yeah. There we go. Let's go. It did crash. Okay, I can't see it. Interesting. You provide a value expression, excuse me. Let's go back to the code. Form model. I don't know what value expression to do, but this is like the one I use all the time. But yeah, let's go and see how it goes. If to render or not. Okay, so it started from here. Let's reload this page just to be sure. Okay. Let me make sure you are seeing what I'm seeing because I always forgot. Okay. What are we missing? Okay, let me add a simple. Let me add this and we'll see if it changes things or not. Because this should probably do something. State has changed. Rebuild the project itself and we wait. It should show like something here at least. Or, yeah, actually reload it before I saw if there were errors. Let's open the console, I guess, and see if there would be errors in here. Reload just in case, you know, we're not losing anything if we reload. Okay, new, no problem so far. We do LM, yeah, we have problems. Yeah, input select is the problem is the input select. Let's go. Okay, secondary string. Components. First of all, or default, where it has the ID equals component ID. It's nil, return. That should be fine. And then, yeah, I don't know what to do now. Well, I guess we're gonna have to add like a component ID. Okay, string actually. Component ID. String that's empty. Seems fine. Okay, now let's see. Let's see what will happen. Hopefully this one will work. Kind of tired of this. And I have the deadline is today, so I'm gonna have to finish it ASAP. Okay, we start. We see how it goes. Let me open the console on the other side just to see. Oh yeah, yeah, I know. Forgot. Component and yeah, component ID. That will change the selection. So then I guess we can remove the. Let me take it with me. I guess we can remove this. Because this only has this and this and this basically. Yeah, I guess we can remove this one. It's not nil. Let's try it. I mean, we have nothing to lose technically. Okay. Values. No values. Okay. You want key values? Let's keep it key values. I don't care. Key values. Getting a little bit annoyed. Okay, this. The thing I want. Okay, so let's remove this. The if statement. The if statement. Key values. There we go. Now we build it and we see how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna delete all of these. Let me just close them one by one. It's like a lot. So let's see. Okay. You see, it's kind of okay. I mean, what we want right now is just to see how things go. So I'm gonna skip this. The validations. What's this? Well, hmm? I really don't know why this is happening. So if I change, font value changed. If it's null, it's not null. We get it. Shouldn't be null as well. Yeah, I guess this is not like a stream or anything where I have to think. I'm gonna pause it for a second. I'm gonna see what I can do here. Okay, so a couple of edits. Let me show you. I was just showing my boss. Basically, what we did, or what me and the AI did. I forgot this. This was causing the errors. It's this one. I was saying, or I was putting item instead of item .id, and this was causing like 99% of the problems. And here, so what the AI suggests is I do something like this. So get content value. So this one is to get the value, and then on input. So when the value changes, I do the change, and then key values. It just kept this one. I thought this idea was good. Um, this one same. This one same. Key values, add form, yeah. Close, create editor. This one to close the editor. And this one it added like a save method. What it does, well, it basically adds the block with the content itself and then it saves it. And yeah, it seems like this is it, I guess. Let me check. What's the form content in here? Okay, I haven't checked this change values. So it's using. Okay, so because it's using key form content, I'm gonna remove this one then. I'm gonna remove the key values because I don't need them. And I'm gonna add a selected component, so we can add also an input for the file, and then we can save the file locally. And now we can have like everything that we wanted with this system. Yeah. So yeah, great advancements. I think I didn't see shit, but let me show you what happened. So basically, this is the page. Hopefully there is no error. Yeah, no errors. I didn't save initially. So you have the here on the old components, and then this new one here, LM, which we can say main title is cool. Subtitle is even cooler because it can be longer. I don't know, google.com or something. Google. Create. There we go. Let's go. I'm joking. This should save as well, but I don't think it's saving. I'm gonna have to check the code here. I'm gonna have to check it. Why it's not saving. And also, I'm gonna add toast messages to some different parts of this with the errors and stuff like that. So yeah, this should be it for this video. This will be the end of the series because we finished this. Technically, builds a page, and then the rest is history, as they say. I guess. Yeah. Regardless, hope you're all doing well. It's already like 57 minutes, so I'm not gonna take any more of your time. See you on the next video. That's not going to be a block builder or anything related to this one.